Hello there, America. It's election time again. The air is buzzing with excitement, debates, and of course, promises that aim to shape the future of our great nation. Yes, buckle up for another wild ride on the roller coaster of American democracy. This time, the stakes seem higher than ever, with the economy taking center stage in every discussion. And guess what's the main attraction? The economy, of course. It's the heartbeat of our nation, influencing everything from job creation to the price of groceries. In this corner we have Joe Biden, the incumbent, promising to build back better. His vision includes massive investments in infrastructure, green energy and social programs aimed at reducing inequality. In the other corner we have Donald Trump, the former president, vowing to make America great again, or something like that. His focus is on tax cuts, deregulation, and boosting traditional industries like coal and manufacturing. Both candidates have very different ideas about how to run the economy. Biden's approach is more about long-term investments and sustainability, while Trump emphasizes immediate growth and job creation. Let's break it down, shall we? Biden's plan involves higher taxes on the wealthy and corporations to fund his ambitious projects. He believes this will create a more equitable society. It's like choosing between two completely different flavors of ice cream. One is a rich, complex blend that promises a healthier future, but might take some getting used to. One is a familiar yet controversial classic. Trump's plan is like a tried-and-true favorite, focusing on immediate satisfaction with tax cuts and deregulation. The other is a new concoction that promises to be revolutionary. But will it deliver? Biden's plan aims to modernize the economy, making it more resilient and sustainable in the long run. Small businesses are also a focal point. Biden wants to provide more support and resources to help them thrive, while Trump believes that reducing regulations will naturally boost their growth. Renewable energy is another battleground. Biden envisions a future powered by clean energy, creating jobs in new industries. Trump, on the other hand, wants to revive traditional energy sectors. Ultimately, the choice comes down to what kind of future we want. Do we stick with the familiar, or do we take a leap towards something new and potentially transformative? The economy is more than just numbers and policies. It's about people, their livelihoods, and their dreams. As we head to the polls, let's keep that in mind. So, America, the stage is set. The spotlight is on the economy. Let's make our voices heard and shape the future of our nation together. Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan is like a giant Lego set for the American economy. It's ambitious, expensive, and has a lot of moving parts. The plan focuses on several key areas: infrastructure, clean energy, education, and healthcare. It's all about investing in America's future, Biden says, but Republicans call it a socialist nightmare. They say it will lead to higher taxes and more government debt. So, who's right? Biden believes in taxing the wealthy to fund social programs. He wants to raise taxes on corporations and individuals earning over $400,000 a year. This money, he says, will go towards funding his Build Back Better plan. It will also help reduce the deficit and create a fairer tax system. Republicans argue that raising taxes will stifle economic growth. They say it will discourage investment and lead to job losses. Biden is a big supporter of unions. He believes in raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. He wants to make it easier for workers to organize and bargain for better wages and benefits. Republicans, on the other hand, tend to favor right-to-work laws. They argue that a higher minimum wage will lead to job losses. They believe that businesses should be able to decide what to pay their workers. Section 5, A Greener Future, Biden's Climate and Energy Plan. Biden believes that climate change is real and that America needs to take action. He emphasizes the urgency of addressing this global crisis, recognizing that the impacts of climate change are already being felt across the country and the world. From rising sea levels to more frequent and severe weather events, the evidence is clear and compelling. His plan calls for investing trillions of dollars in clean energy, This includes expanding the use of renewable energy sources like wind and solar power, which are essential for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. He wants to create millions of new jobs in the process, ensuring that the transition to a green economy benefits all Americans. This investment will not only help combat climate change, but also stimulate economic growth and innovation. He also wants to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement, a global pact aimed at limiting global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius. By rejoining, the United States would reaffirm its commitment to international cooperation in tackling climate change and demonstrate leadership on the world stage. This move is seen as crucial for restoring America's credibility and influencing global environmental policy. Trump, on the other hand, has called climate change a hoax. He has rolled back environmental regulations, arguing that they are burdensome for businesses and hinder economic growth. His administration has taken steps to dismantle policies designed to reduce carbon emissions and protect natural resources. He has promoted the use of fossil fuels like coal and oil, which are major contributors to climate change. By prioritizing these industries, Trump has sought to boost domestic energy production and create jobs, but critics argue that this approach is short-sighted and environmentally damaging. The stark contrast between Biden's and Trump's policies highlights the significant choices facing America in addressing the climate crisis. Section 6, Healthcare for All, Biden's vision. Biden wants to expand the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. He wants to make health insurance more affordable and accessible to all Americans. He believes that healthcare is a right, not a privilege. Republicans have tried to repeal and replace Obamacare. They favor market-based solutions to healthcare. They believe that people should be responsible for their own health insurance. Section 7, Trading with the World, Biden's multilateral approach. Biden believes in working with other countries to address global challenges. He wants to strengthen alliances and restore America's global leadership. He supports free trade agreements that benefit American workers. Trump, on the other hand, has pursued a more protectionist trade policy. He has imposed tariffs on goods from China and other countries. He has renegotiated trade deals, often alienating allies. Section 8, Skills for Tomorrow. Biden's education and workforce plan. Biden believes in investing in education and workforce development. He wants to make college more affordable and accessible. He also wants to expand job training programs to help workers adapt to the changing economy. Republicans generally support school choice and charter schools. They often advocate for cuts to education spending. They believe that the private sector is better equipped to provide job training. Section 9, Trump's tax cuts, a boon or a bust. Trump's signature economic achievement was the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. This law slashed taxes for corporations and individuals. Trump argued that this would boost the economy and create jobs. But critics say that the tax cuts primarily benefited the wealthy and corporations. They argue that the tax cuts did little to boost economic growth or wages for ordinary Americans. They also contributed to the national debt. Section 10, Deregulation Mania, Trump's hands-off approach. Trump believes that government regulations are often burdensome and stifle economic growth. He made it a priority to roll back regulations across a wide range of industries. This included environmental regulations, financial regulations, and labor regulations. Supporters of deregulation argue that it frees up businesses to innovate and create jobs. But critics argue that it can lead to weaker consumer protections, environmental damage, and financial instability. Section 11, Conclusion 2, Visions, One Economy. So there you have it, folks. We've explored two very distinct and contrasting visions for the future of the American economy. On one hand, we have President Biden's vision, which focuses on investing in America's future through various initiatives and policies. Biden's plan aims to invest heavily in infrastructure, education, and clean energy, with the goal of creating a sustainable and prosperous future for all. He envisions a fairer and more just economy where opportunities are accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or socio-economic status. On the other hand, we have former President Trump's America First agenda, which emphasizes prioritizing American interests above all else. Trump's strategy involves cutting taxes, reducing regulations, and bringing back jobs from overseas to boost the domestic economy. The upcoming election in 2024 will be a pivotal moment for the country, as it will determine which vision will shape the future of the American economy. The outcome will have a profound impact on the lives of everyday Americans, influencing everything from job opportunities to the cost of living. Families and communities across the nation will feel the effects of the policies implemented by the next administration. Small businesses, which are the backbone of the American economy, will either thrive or struggle depending on the economic direction taken. Workers in various industries will experience changes in job security, wages, and working conditions based on the chosen economic policies. Sectors like education and healthcare will also be significantly impacted, affecting the quality and accessibility of essential services. Environmental policies and the push for clean energy will play a crucial role in shaping the future of the economy and the planet. Innovation and technology will continue to drive economic growth, but the approach to fostering these advancements will differ between the two visions. Ultimately, the choice between these two visions will reflect the values and priorities of the American people. As we head to the polls, it's important to consider the long-term implications of our choices and how they will shape the future for generations to come. So, who will win in 2024? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. The outcome of this election will have a lasting impact on the American economy and the lives of everyday Americans. Stay informed, stay engaged, and make your voice heard. The future of our economy and our nation depends on it.